available on Blu-ray from Radiance Films, is a film I've been wanting to see for a long time. This is a 1959 black and white Italian crime, mystery, police procedural thriller noir entitled The Facts of Murder. Now, a little anecdote, I was lucky to be in Italy not that long ago, and I went to the Profondo Rosso store, which is the store run by famous Italian horror film, sci-fi director Luigi Cozzi, that is sort of dedicated to horror and sci-fi in the films of Dario Argento. And when we were there, we bought a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays, and one of the ones that we bought was this DVD, and he said at the time, he said, this film was a masterpiece. Unfortunately, the copy that we bought was not in English. I don't speak Italian. So now, thanks to Radiance Films and this recent restoration, beautiful, gorgeous restoration from the Cineteca di Bologna, we can see in America this film, and boy, is this good. Just watched this last night and loved it. So it is black and white, directed by Pietro Germi, and could be Germi, sorry. And he also stars as this police inspector who always is like smoking a cigar and wearing dark glasses. Like Corey Hart, he wears his sunglasses at night and a hat, and he's got this very cool, laid back, wry sense of humor thing about him. Stars, the two names you would know are, maybe you would know Germi, and also Claudia Cardinale in a pretty early role. She had only been acting for about 3 or 4 years at the time this film came out. And it's an Italian mono with English subtitles, 137:1, which means it's just, square in the middle of your screen. And it is really good. Basic idea is this. Also of interesting personal note to me, went to Italy, stayed in an Airbnb in a certain area for about a week, and this film was shot around the corner from where I stayed. So it was wild watching this film and seeing 60-something years ago or more images of an area that I was in just a few months ago, seeing how much has changed, how much has not changed. It is mostly shot on location, near what is now the French embassy in Rome, near Campo di Fiore, and you can see there's this wide shot across a marketplace, which is still a marketplace to this day, and there's a little art house movie theater at the very far end of that, and you can see the sign for that theater in this movie, which is just amazing to me. Anyway, what is this film about? You fool, you fool. This film is about a murder. There is a murder inside an apartment building in Rome, and this inspector basically is trying to figure out who did it. He and his semi-bumbling team of Italian policemen are questioning people and following up leads and following suspects and trying to outwit people and fool them into giving themselves up. It twists and it turns throughout, right up until just about the end, where you think you know what's going on and you don't. And it's got some laugh out loud moments. It's very funny at times. I wouldn't necessarily call it a comedy, but it is a mystery thriller with many light moments and some characters that are more or less comedic characters. Our police captain has a way of occasionally just Bud Spencering a suspect when he needs information or when he's just frustrated with him, which I thought was kind of great. And as I said, the film looks great. It's got a great sense of pace. It's a little under 2 hours. It's, I think, 114 minutes. Let me see. It is 115 minutes, but it never really feels like it. I didn't really want it to end. By the time it did end, I was like, and I don't know this, I need to look into the fact, did Germi make any more films as this character or with this group? Because I would have liked to see these guys investigate more crime, because it was a really cool, interesting group to hang with. I'm a sucker for Italy in the 50s and 60s. This gives you that. It is mostly shot on location, as I said. Some of the interiors of the apartment building are shot on location. It's really just some of the apartments themselves. Like the hallways and things seem to be these beautiful marble stone semi-exterior walkways at the apartment building and all the various locations. I think only like if you're in a room, you're probably at Cinecittà or something like that. But otherwise, it's just Italy as it was in 1959. And the cars, the clothes, it's just delicious, this film was. So, extras. This film has not a lot. Radiance doesn't overdo it, but what they do is quality. I always liken Radiance to Criterion. Radiance was started by somebody who used to work with Arrow Video in England, and they branched off into Radiance, and it was originally just a British releasing company. Some Radiance discs are still only Region B for England because of rights issues, and some are Region A, and some are Region A and B. This one is Region A and B. So whether you live in England or America, you could pop this disc in and watch it and enjoy it. So we have critic Mario Sesti discusses the facts of murder, and Pietro Germi, the actor, director of this film. That's 47 minutes. You have The Man with a Cigar in His Mouth, a 2005 documentary by Sesti interviewing Germi's friends and collaborators. That's 39 minutes. And then you get a new visual essay by Paul A.J. Lewis that looks at the presence of film noir trends in Italian cinema and the evolution of the genre. That's 19 minutes. If we look at the package, it's a very cool cover, cool poster art. This, as I call it, the obi strip, as the Japanese would, that slides out. So if you don't want that blocking part of your cover, you can just take that out. That's just got the basic information. This film was the winner of the best film at the Italian Golden Globes the year it came out. Crack it open. We've got booklet and the discs. The discs themselves are never, too luscious as far as the artwork goes. You get alternate cover, newer artwork there. I always prefer the original, but it's nice that they give you a choice. And then the booklet. I love the booklets. Radiance always does a nice. Can you judge the page count from that? Radiance always does a really nice job with the booklets, where the imagery is usually stills taken from the new transfer, so they're razor sharp. And then you get some original ad materials and essays. This has The Facts of Murder and Hybridization in Italian Cinema, a 2023 article by Roberto Curti, and then information about the cast, crew, and the transfer. Excellent release, excellent film. Cannot recommend this one highly enough. Available now from Radiance Films is 1959's Italian black and white police procedural thriller mystery, The Facts of Murder.